Hello, and welcome to the November 9th edition of Jawz Huddle, your home for IUPUI sports updates. Today, we'll recap the sporting events that took place over the last 2 weeks. I'm Brendan Rourke.
And I'm Deshaurian McBroom. We'll get started quickly as we jump into women's soccer. On Friday, October 26th, the women's soccer regular season concluded with an unfortunate 1-0 loss to the visiting Oakland Grizzlies. The lone goal came in the 43rd minute of the rainy and chilly match. Unfortunately, this caused the Jaguars to slide out of the top 6 in the Horizon League standings, so that they are unable to compete in the Horizon League Championship tournament. We wish them the best of luck next year. That's the good thing about sports seasons, isn't it, Brendan?
Absolutely, Deshaurian. Next year, the team will just start off 0-0, just like everyone else. We've seen the Jaguars' back line hold many teams to a lone goal, and we'll see if the offense picks up the pace next year as well. For now, we move on to men's soccer. On Sunday, October 28th, the men's soccer team earned a postseason berth after a 2-1 overtime victory. The soccer team punched its ticket in the 100th minute as freshman Corey Goad headed home his first career goal. The win gave the Jaguars its first postseason berth since 2013, and this will give IUPUI's 6 seniors one more chance to shine as their final season comes to an end. On Monday, November 5th, the Jaguars opened play in the Horizon League Championship quarterfinals and won triumphantly over the Green Bay Titans 3-2. The win snapped the Jaguars' streak of 43 straight games without a road win and pushed them into the Horizon League Championship semifinals game. After giving up a 2-0 lead, the Jags struck gold in overtime with junior Jan Souza's second career score. It's definitely a great thing to see our Jaguars team make a deep run in the playoffs, right, Deshaurian?
Absolutely, Brendan. It's a nice curtain call for the 6 seniors, and to go this far after not being in the playoffs since 2013, it's a nice change of pace. Hopefully they can use this deep run as momentum for next year, too. Let's see what the women's volleyball team has been up to. On October 26th, the women's volleyball team suffered a straight-set loss to the Wright State Raiders. This was the 7th loss in a row for the Jaguars, who now fall to 2-9 in Horizon League play. The bright spot for the Jags was freshman Hannah Oberg, who led the Jags with 9 kills. Maggie Gibson led the way with 26 assists as well. The following day, the Jaguars lost again to the Northern Kentucky University Norse in 3 straight sets. While the Jags kept it close in each set, they were unable to pull out on top and suffered their 8th loss in a row. Freshman Hannah Oberg led the team in kills with 10, and Maggie Gibson handed out 23 assists, but it wasn't enough to stop the losing streak. On Halloween night, the Jaguars finally stopped their nightmare skid with a 5-set win over the Cleveland State Vikings. Coming into the game, the Vikings were tied for the Horizon League lead, but the Jaguars knocked them off of that top spot. Again, freshman Hannah Oberg led the way this time, setting a career high with 21 kills. Maddie Dean also set a career high with her 14 kills. And finally, the Jaguars wrapped up their last away game with a thrilling 5-set win against the Milwaukee Panthers. It was a historic night for junior Haley Hoffman, who set the individual school record for blocks with 11. As a team, the Jaguars rejected a season-high 18 shots as they ended the season on a bright note. You can catch the Jaguars 2 more times inside the jungle before they are done. It looks like the offense will return some firepower next year, doesn't it, Brennan?
You're right about that. Hannah Oberg has been on a hot streak, and hopefully she can continue that for these last 2 games, and next year as well. But now, we'll talk about our women's basketball team, and who just got started with their season. On Friday, November 2nd, the women's basketball team took the stage for the first time this season in an exhibition match against the IU Kokomo Cougars in the jungle. The Jaguars looked dominant in the 82-52 win, and sophomore center and Horizon League preseason player of the year, Macy Williams, led the Jags with 20 points. Junior point guard Holly Hoopengarner added 14 points of her own as well. Ball movement and defense were key as well, as the Jags totaled 25 assists and 19 steals. Yet though dominant, the Jaguars still felt they could improve. With more on that, I was able to speak to Coach Austin Parkinson after the game. I'm here with Austin Parkinson, head coach of the IUPUI women's basketball team. Austin, can you describe your performance today?
Yeah, I thought it was good. We got to play everybody quite a bit. It was nice to see Caitlin O'Reilly, who sat out last year as a redshirt, be able to get in there and play. I thought she played really hard, did some nice things, and I thought Morgan Allen off the bench did a nice job of sealing deep and playing. It was nice just to be able to play everybody. We didn't shoot particularly well, but it's nice to finally put the jerseys on and play.
Ball movement was especially key this game. You tried to get it inside to Macy Williams. You had it moving around the three-point line. Was that the plan going into this game?
Yeah, I mean, we've shot it pretty well in practice. Unfortunately, we haven't shot it very well in games yet. So it's one of those things I feel like we're taking good shots, and I think eventually they will fall. But I like the unselfishness of this team.
And defensively, you got 19 steals today. Obviously, that's a big plus. Was the up-tempo a factor in that at all?
I thought we did. We got a lot of steals, which was good. Forced them into some pressure situations. But I also thought defensively, we gave up a lot of straight line drives. And, our point guards have got to be better one-on-one defenders if we're going to be, a team that's going to be a tough team to beat. And, it was kind of an Achilles heel last year. And I thought tonight, that was their point guard did a nice job of beating us off the dribble, and we got to improve there.
And any thoughts on the Purdue Northwestern game coming up, or anything you'd like to practice in particular?
Yeah, I mean, I think Sunday we're going to come back and work on defense. We talked in the locker room about establishing identity, and this team's always been this program's always been a great defensive program. And, we've got a lot to work on there. But, again, it's early in the year, and there's a lot that you can improve on. And, I know Sunday that's what will be our focal point.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
On Tuesday, November 6th, the Jaguars backed up their talk and shot their way to a stellar 101-40 win in their season opener against Purdue Northwest. 6 players scored in double figures for the Jags, with redshirt sophomore Caitlin O'Reilly leading the way with 22 points on 8 for 9 shooting. And once again, the defense was stifling, as the Jags limited Purdue Northwest to just 25.4% shooting. This team could go far if they keep up this type of performance, couldn't they, Desharian?
You're right, Brennan. It's nice to see that back up their promises of working on shots and strengthening the defense. We'll see if they can continue this as the season goes on. And finally, we'll wrap up our show with some info about the men's basketball team. On October 29th, the men's basketball team started off with an 86-52 win against Central State of Ohio in their exhibition match. Sophomore Jalen Minute and junior Cameron Justice led the way with 19 points apiece, and senior center Ahmad Ishmael scored 18 of his own on a perfect 8 for 8 shooting night. The Jaguars bench added an astounding 46 points during the game, showing how deep the team is this year. The men's season officially got underway on the road against Xavier in Cincinnati, Ohio. The upset-minded Jaguars fell a tad short and lost 82-69, but it wasn't for lack of effort. Sophomore Jalen Minute had a career high of 21 points, and true freshman Jack Hansen added 10 points and 4 rebounds in his college debut. The Jags even took a small lead early in the second half, but a large run by Xavier pushed the game out of reach. We'll see if they can bounce back again against Eastern Illinois in the Coliseum on Saturday. It looks to be an exciting season for the Jags, don't you think, Brendan?
It sure does. Though it's early, both the men's and women's team look pretty decent, and they could make runs for the Horizon League Championship. We'll keep an eye out for you all season long. Or even you can. Just remember to bring your Crimson card for free admission into the game. Until next time, I'm Brendan Rourke.
And I'm Desharian McBroom. So long, and go Jaguars.